What's up, everybody? It's Darkstrider, the YouTube assassin, and today is a huge day in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We did get our 1.14 update, which gave us some stuff for like the Legacy of the First Blade Episode 3. We're prepared for that update. We also got our level cap up to level 99. Okay. Along with that, we also have just the ability to have a New Game Plus, and New Game Plus is actually pretty sick. I really was not going to do a New Game Plus until I advanced like a little further, but I decided, what the heck, let me just give it a shot, and I'm actually pretty glad I did, because there's a lot of surprising things that I did not know and I did not see at first, and I'll let you see like a couple of the different things. First of all, we're going to have to start over. We're going to have to start at the beginning of the entire game with the entire map closed off to us. As we explore, we'll be able to unlock that just like we did in the beginning. But we carry everything over. As you can see, all the materials, all the ore, everything that I had, it all unlocked with me, okay? We also get, obviously, the level 99 cap. We start over with the quests all over again. Inventory, when you look at the inventory, you have all your stuff that you had at the level you had it, all upgraded, all with the engravings and everything. It's all there. Okay, you have no changes in everything. Your engraving list is still the same. You have all those engravings. The only things that are not unlocked are the ones that you did not unlock yet. Okay, so everything is there, which is amazing. On top of that, you're bringing over all your treasures, the Astrakas that you had, everything, the abilities, all your abilities are where you left them. All the extra abilities are where you left those as well. And you just continue, you carry on and whatnot. In fact, I think at one point I did have an experience boost, and look at that. I have an experience boost that carries over for the next 2 hours. On top of that, when you look at the map, I don't know if any of you have this map, but I've shown you where I have a map that shows me where every ore in the world is. Look, they're all back. So now I can continue going and finding all these fragments all over again, as well as the steles, in order to obtain whatever points I can get. And there's about like 10 of those points all around. There's also like, just the random treasures, the legendary chests. So I wonder if I'll be able to get some kind of upgrade of that chest. Look at that. I believe this is the one that has the Poseidon's trident. So I'm going to be looking into that. All right. There's a lot more to go on. You also are able to have, like all your stuff, your ship parts and everything like that. And there are a couple of other surprises, and I'm going to get into that as I go along. Now, in order to actually do a New Game Plus, you actually have to have completed the game. Okay, you don't have to do any of the extra modules. You don't have to do any of the free content. You don't have to do the Legacy of the Hidden Blade episodes. You just have to complete the game. Now, once you do that, you'll see your save file has a little 1-star circle in it. And that lets you know that you can actually use that file in order to do a New Game Plus. Okay, when you begin the New Game Plus, you're actually able to change your character. You could change whatever you want and start over as, like in this file, I'm Cassandra. When I get to the next one, I could be Alexios if I wanted to, or I could remain Cassandra. You don't actually start off with the opening cinematics that show Layla going into the Animus and finding the book. It just gets right into you changing their appearances and then going into the game itself. All right, so then you'll be able to get into the New Game Plus. Like I said, we just have to go and do like whatever changes we want, and that's that. Okay, on top of that, now that I just killed the mercenary, amazing is that we actually have brand new mercenaries. Okay, we have tier S2, which we got last time. Now, we also have tier S3 and we have tier S4. Now, here are the benefits of those two. As you can see, tier S3, We get 25% better luck at finding great items in the world. I have no idea what that means, but that sounds awesome to me. Whether it means that there's going to be like just legendary scattered around that we don't find, which I kind of doubt. There may be something where there's, better epic gear or better epic rolls that we find as we go along. And that's what I'm hoping this is, because that would be kind of cool. The one I'm most excited over is Tier S4. Daily quests, weekly contracts, and epic bounties provide 10% more of the ore that we find. So I wonder if that translates into the ore that is just scattered around the map as well. You know that like if we go around and we find the ore that's on the map, every piece of ore that you grab, there is only one of. Okay, so if I grab this ore right here, I'll only have one. Maybe with 10%, maybe it'll be more, I never know. I'll let you know as I go along. I fully plan on just going bananas on this map on the New Game Plus mode. I also am interested to know if in New Game Plus mode, if they're going to give us a brand new legendary skin or something like they did with Assassin's Creed Origins. In Origins, you ran around, you actually got a hold of, you completed the entire game again for the second time, and then what ended up happening was you could do New Game Plus again based on that, but they also gave you like a super secret skin, which was actually kind of cool looking in Origins. So if you haven't played Origins, go play that. There was a lot of secrets there, and it was a lot of fun. But in this game, I'm wondering what that translates into. I'm also wondering if, because I already have certain sets, if when I go back and I do those sets again, if I'll get like an alternate version of it. I think that would be actually kind of cool. For instance, we go around, when you kill the legendary beasts, when you find the sisters of Artemis or whatever they're called, you'll run around and you'll get Artemis items. Okay, you'll get his gauntlets, his chest, his whatever. Here goes his gloves. Okay, I wonder if there'll be improvements on these. I don't think they'll give you the same thing twice, so I'm hoping that they do something better, that they give you something more incredible, maybe like a version 2.0 or something, maybe with a chance to give us a different set bonus when we have all 5, because I think that would be absolutely incredible if we had something like that. If we had it with a different look and it just had like better stats, that would actually be incredible. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, along with everything else that happened in this update, they gave us quality of life improvements. They fixed a couple of bugs. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I actually reported that I had a problem with the inventory where like I would look at my inventory and, even though I looked at everything, it didn't click. It didn't like turn off. And now, as you can see, it did turn off. There's no exclamation point up there. Okay, in order to get everything else that you've got, like all the ship upgrades and stuff like that. In fact, wait a minute, there is a new ship upgrade. Look at this, there are some new upgrades. That is pretty impressive. I did not even pay attention to this. That's actually kind of cool. I'm glad that I looked at that. That's pretty cool. Look at this, they gave us an extra slot in everything to make your ship stronger. That's going to be pretty incredible. Another thing that I'm going to look into, I know a couple of people were saying that some of their stats altered when they played the game, when they began after the update. Their warrior damage was greater than their assassin damage, or vice versa, depending on what they were wearing. So I'm going to be looking into those stats, see what happened there and what's going on. Like I said, though, everything carries over. Everything is the level that you had it when it carries over. So there's going to be like no differences. The only thing that's kind of messed up is the experience bars. If you had any experience, like before the update, I was about halfway there and they brought me back down to 0, which is kind of crap. They really shouldn't have done that. They should have done something better. But it is what it is. At least everything else transferred over, and experience is not that hard to come by. I'm always doing a bunch of random nonsense, so I'm going to be running around getting that all back anyway. But I think that this is pretty cool, like a lot of the upgrades and updates that they went to. So anyway, I want to know in the comments below, what do you think of this update? Is this a cool update? Are you immediately going to go for New Game Plus, or are you going to wait? I originally wanted to wait on New Game Plus until after I completed Legacy of the Hidden Blade Episode 3, or at least even Atlantis, because I wanted to see what all the packages would give me. But, you know, some people, you know, are probably going to do it right away. And I did it right away just because I wanted to actually show you guys what was going on. I wanted you guys to see. Also, take a look at my video to show how you can have separate save files so that way you don't get lost, or you don't, you know, like have to overwrite your old file. You can have your old file and then you can have a new file with your New Game Plus in case you wanted to do it that way. All right. That's going to be pretty helpful. Other than that, everything is pretty much the same, except, you know, the Mercenaries. The Mercenaries are improved. I hope they're like a little more difficult. I wonder what will happen when you redo certain quests. Will you reacquire brand new legendary items, or will you just have the same legendary items and they'll just be, you know, like 2.0 or anything like that? Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. What is your favorite part of this update? What were you really hoping to see in this update other than the things that I just named? Was there anything that they missed? Was there anything that they should have added? What do you feel like? Let me know that in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. And as always, thank you for watching.